Welcome to a journey into the cosmos and deep within yourself. Before we begin, find a comfortable position, lie back, settle in, and let your body relax. As you do, if you enjoy this experience, please consider giving us a like and subscribing to the channel. Your support helps us create more moments of peace and wonder for you. Now let's drift away. Close your eyes and let this story carry you away. A story about time, about life, and about its end. Perhaps, like me, you feel the years passing by faster and faster. Small changes we barely notice day by day, but which over time accumulate. The feeling that we won't have enough time to do everything we dream of. Travel, learn, discover the universe's secrets. A part of us yearns to be immortal, don't we? To have all the time in the world to achieve every desire. But imagine for a moment that this yearning becomes a reality. One day you realize your friends are aging, but you are not. There are no more marks of age on your skin, illnesses don't touch you. And then, an accident that should be fatal leaves you unharmed. An overwhelming truth is revealed: you are immortal. Death is impossible for you. At first, this is a dream. Can you imagine the possibilities? Endless travels, boundless knowledge. The first few years, 10, 50, immortality is a blessing. Time ceases to be a concern. You start books, series, learn new languages, because you know time is abundant. There's no longer any rush. Life becomes lighter, free from the pressure of a deadline. 100 years pass. You watch technology advance in leaps and bounds. Artificial intelligences that would make today's pale in comparison. Humanity reaches Mars, and you, with your own eyes, witness the first human steps on the red planet. You wonder if your grandparents felt that way watching the first steps on the moon. Science cures unthinkable diseases. Physics answers questions that lasted decades. The universe unfolds before you little by little. Every day you wake up with a greater hunger for knowledge. But with time, loneliness begins to settle in. Your friends, your loved ones, they start to say goodbye. Their familiar faces become memories, inactive names on your phone. Medicine prolonged their lives, yes, but it didn't grant them the immortality that was given to you. For the first time, you face the cruel reality of your gift, the pain of endless loss. You wonder if the price of immortality is fair. 150 years. You are the oldest human being who has ever existed. The memories of past wars still resonate in your mind, but you see humanity repeating the same mistakes. Global warming reaches extreme points, the planet suffers. Climate, political, and environmental crises follow one after another. Moving due to extreme events becomes a routine. Sea levels rise, refugees abound. Countries fight over territories, energy, food. You wonder, how did we get here with so much time to prepare? 500 years. Technology is astonishing. Energy crises are just museum stories. Humanity has permanent colonies on the moon and Mars, but it's still difficult to expand to other worlds. Another 500 years, and Earth's population has drastically reduced due to environmental crises. Some regions are uninhabitable. Culture has changed so much that professors talk about your era, the 2000s, as you spoke of the Middle Ages. No one believes you actually lived through those times. You are the most intelligent person in the world, with almost a millennium of accumulated knowledge. But how can you prove it if much of the information has been lost? 1,000 years. Technology allows Mars to be terraformed. Part of humanity moves there. Some distant moons also become habitable. You are the ideal candidate to explore the stars. Nothing can stop you. Nothing can kill you. 10,000 years. You return to Earth, but you no longer recognize it. The magnetic poles have flipped. Digital information has been lost. Time itself has ceased to make sense. What is a day for someone who has lived 3 million of them? 50,000 years, and Earth enters an ice age. Food becomes scarce. Entire species disappear. You are the oldest living organism the universe has ever known. 100,000 years. You feel lonely on Earth. The colonies on Mars and the moons are your only company. You see supernovas in the night sky and a deep nostalgia washes over you. You remember humanity in 2021, worried about a distant star. How innocent they seemed then. 500,000 years. Earth is still news in the colonies, but it's getting harder and harder to live there. Active volcanoes, an asteroid hits. It only plants and small animals remain. 1 million years. A supervolcano erupts, blanketing the atmosphere. It's impossible to return. All animal life on Earth now resides only on the planets humanity colonized. 50 million years. You decide you want to see Earth one last time before it becomes utterly unrecognizable. From your ship, you need special wavelengths to see through the dense atmosphere. The continents have merged, creating a new Pangea. Africa and Asia are a single landmass. You eagerly await the Americas joining as well. 200 million years. It's no longer safe to get close. You say goodbye forever to the planet of your birth. The solar system is at risk from gamma ray bursts. You look at Earth one last time, a single supercontinent, unbelievable. 500 million years. You are the only human being alive, and the notion of time has completely vanished. Millions of years feel like yesterday. You live on the universe's timescales. Distant future concerns are those of tomorrow. The sun is heating up. The inner planets are uninhabitable. 1 billion years. The sun's luminosity has increased so much that life is impossible even on Mars. Earth is a burning desert. The last plants die. The end of life on Earth. You are the last witness to what was your home. Its destruction moves you, even though you stopped understanding the meaning of these things long ago. 2 billion years. Earth is worse than Venus. A rock with no oceans or atmosphere. The magnetic field has vanished. But in the sky, Andromeda takes up a vast portion. The collision of the two galaxies is approaching. 5 billion years. The sun, now a red giant, has swallowed Mercury, Venus, and Earth. A strange sensation washes over you. Everything you knew has been devoured by your own star. But there's no time for mourning. 8 billion years. The sun, now cooler and less massive, has destabilized planetary orbits. The rest of the solar system is in chaos. Asteroids and comets bombard the remaining planets. But the Milky Way and Andromeda merge. The sky fills with brilliant stars, with nebulas forming new stellar lives. It's the brightest moment you've ever seen in the universe, and for the first time in a long while, you feel a positive side to your immortality. 10 billion years. The sun has become a white dwarf. The solar system has virtually ceased to exist, with only a few scattered planets. You decide there's no longer a home to return to. It's time to explore the galaxy on your own. 20 billion years. The galaxy is painted in unimaginable colors. The supermassive black holes merged, activating a period of unparalleled brightness. It's the first time you've felt genuine joy since becoming immortal. 100 billion years. You know you are witnessing the last formation of stars. The sky grows darker and darker. 150 billion years, the moment you feared most. It's impossible to send signals to other galaxies. The expansion of space-time traps you. If you had explored another galaxy, you would now be physically trapped there. The feeling of isolation is overwhelming. The night is growing darker and darker. 500 billion years. Galaxies begin to die. Only reddish stars remain. 1 trillion years. Everything in the universe becomes invisible to you. The closest galaxies have moved beyond the observable universe. The only light you can still see is from Milkomeda, the merger of all the galaxies that once formed your local group. 5 trillion years. Even the period of star formation has passed. The stars of Milkomeda are slowly fading away. Outside, you see nothing but complete darkness. 10 trillion years. Stars have stopped forming in the universe. Only a few dying red dwarfs remain. You adopt a white dwarf as your new home. awaiting its end. 50 trillion years. You've had to change homes 5 times. All the red dwarfs you accompanied have reached the end of their lives. Only you remain. 100 trillion years. The red dwarfs have finally ceased to exist. Now there are only you and compact objects, black holes, neutron stars, and white dwarfs. The age of stars, the age of the universe in which you were born, has ended. With no matter to feed on, the black holes become inactive. The universe darkens completely. The only light you see are rare explosions of white dwarfs or neutron stars colliding. 100 quadrillion years. The galaxy becomes unstable. Part of the material is ejected, and part collapses into the supermassive black hole at the center of our galaxy. You are ejected along with it, wandering through the darkness of the universe. You watch the last meal of the supermassive black hole. 1 Google years. Now there is only you and black holes. The universe is completely dark. Rarely, some remaining. White dwarfs or neutron stars fall towards black holes, briefly creating a flash of light. You know that without feeding, even the black holes will begin to die. You continue to wander indefinitely through the darkness. Every now and then you observe lights that are black holes finally reaching the end of their lives, emitting Hawking radiation. They are the last photons in the universe, the last light you will ever see, and you know it. 10 to the power of 2,500. You've lost all sense of time. You don't know how long you've wandered the universe. It's practically infinite. The lack of light and anything to perceive tells you that you've reached the dark era of the universe. Now there's only dark matter, electrons, and if you're lucky, a few protons, but they rarely meet because the universe is too vast, and even at the speed of light, things wouldn't be able to find each other. Slowly, everything is reaching its lowest possible energy state, and the end is near. Except for you. Entropy has reached its limit. The universe is a cold, dark void. Your consciousness can no longer exist. Everything has come to an end. And at this point, you wonder if it was worth being immortal. You might have been the only human being to witness everything that was possible to witness, but with no one to talk to, no one to share these experiences with, other than your own thoughts. You simply wish you could go back in time and have lived and died like a normal person. Perhaps the true beauty of life lies in its finitude, in the fact that we have a limited time to love, to discover, to share knowledge. Everything comes to an end, even the universe. But you are immortal, and what was once humanity's greatest desire has become your curse. You are in the dark, floating, cold, in what was once a vibrant universe. Live, color, enjoy the fact that you are mortal, because that precisely makes life so special. Make the most of your day. Make the most of your days. Thank you for listening, and until the next story.